How we doing, Gemini? And welcome to your reading for July of 2021. This will be a general reading, Gemini, so keep that in mind. And the messages may or may not apply to you. This will be for your sun, moon, and your rising sign for the month of July of 2021. We're going to look at what spiritual insight we can obtain into your life at this time for the month of July. We're going to pull 3 cards for your overall energy, and we'll jump into a 9-card spread. All right. Let's see what we got here for our main overall energy. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of July 2021. What messages can we get for Gemini? Overall energy is reawaken. Reawaken, Gemini. Let's get the other 2 cards for your overall. We have the Chariot and the 5 of Michael. The 5 of Michael says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. The Chariot says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. It's interesting how it kind of goes in this format where you're in a situation that doesn't serve you, you reawaken, and then you move forward with the Chariot. So for some of you, Gemini, this can mean a change of perception, taking a more uplifting approach in whatever it is that you are trying to do. Reawakening. In other words, reawakening. You might be looking at a situation from the perspective of what you don't have, or what you need to do, or what needs to be done. And it's really having you think about all of the negative aspects of what it is you are doing or who it is you are dating. And I think reawakening to the fact that taking a more uplifting approach is really going to result in advancement in your career, advancement in whatever area of life you so choose. But there's a reawakening happening. We're going to get more details. Reawaken also emphasizes the fact that you have awakened before. So you've already been through your awakening, Gemini. Most of you that are going to resonate with this reading have been through your awakening. You have been through the awakening process. You have been through the process where you might have felt crazy for a little bit, or where you went down certain rabbit holes, and you really ultimately came to the conclusions that you have come to, and now you are sitting in a grounded spot and sort of came back down to reality. And so you sort of brought that consciousness with you. But you are sort of needed to go back into those areas of consciousness that you once explored in order to reawaken yourself to the broad aspects of life and the infinite possibilities of this universe. So I definitely think going at whatever it is you are doing from a more spiritual, uplifting approach, and not taking such a practical, logical, laid out, planned approach might be a little bit better for you at this time. It's because it's going to give you, it's going to open up your mind, your heart, and your soul to the possibilities in this universe that we are in. And that alone, that passion, that desire, that soul fire alone is really what is going to push you forward as the chariot. Okay, let's see what we got here. We are going to get 9 cards and clarify a few. So I see what's been going on, Gemini. I definitely see what's been going on. There has been a detachment from your higher self. For many of you, you have been stuck. For many of you, you've been focused on the negative. For a lot of you, you've been in a vibration where you have been hurt so much, Gemini, that you've built these walls. These walls are like city walls, and they cannot be penetrated. And this is the process. This is why the process of reawakening needs to happen and is currently happening. Because you have attached yourself to certain ideologies, certain ideas, even certain threats and things from the past that have really came in and from your perception has done some damage to your psychological well-being or your life in general. And I think we have the Magician right in the middle of this reading to re-emphasize the fact that you are most definitely reconnecting. As you can see with this middle row right here, we have the 2 of Cups, the Magician, and the 4 of Wands. This is a celebration. This is you reuniting with your higher self. This is the ability to reawaken, to understand the grandness of life, and release yourself from certain attachments, ideologies, ideas about yourself and your past that have kept you in a place that has not served your best interest. So July is a big month for you, Gemini. A very, very big month for you. This is a moment, you've been through the awakening process. You've been through a lot of pain, tribulation, trials in your lifetime. And you might have awakened, and then you've sort of came back to the dullness of reality, or your perception of reality in the current moment. And you might be thinking, that addiction hurt me, or that relationship really brought me down, or that job really sucked and it didn't do much for my life. I wasted 4 years of my life with this person, or whatever the case may be. But the main point that I'm trying to drive across here is the perspective and the reawakening aspect of it. Because now you are starting to realign with your higher self. You're starting to realize that for your relationship was for good, for learning how to deal with aspects of self that you might have never had to deal with before. That addiction taught you so many things that you've never would have known if not gone through. So there is a different way to look at the troubles and the tribulations that you've gone through in your lifetime. And your ideology on these tribulations are really halting your progress because it is keeping you in a pessimistic state of mind. And Gemini, at this time, it's a beautiful reading, although it might seem like it's a hard pill to swallow, because you are reawakening into the greater self that you are. You are reawakening to the power, the ability, the oneness that is in everything. You are reawakening to looking at everything from an optimistic perspective of life, of growth, of expansion. And so, although things might seem harsh in the current moment, there's going to be a reawakening for many of you in the month of July. And it is going to mean a shift in perception. You become the magician and you leave behind the attachments of the devil. We're going to pull one more card here. And this card is really going to conclude this reading. We're going to ask for a powerful message from this card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising to conclude this reading. Growth. Gemini, we have growth among us. This can only result in growth. And if this reading was a hard pill to swallow for you, because I do get the comments, it's only reinforcing the growth that needs to be had in your own life. Because the fact of the matter is, when we are reawakened to who we truly are, when we reawaken to the unlimited possibilities of the universe, when we are reawakened to all that is and everything that is in you, and stop defaulting to the negative aspects of self, you start to realize and reawaken to the positivity, the abundance that is everywhere and is always working. And that starts to work in your favor, Gemini. And it starts to work all throughout your life, and your perception becomes your reality. Gemini, this is a beautiful reading for you for the month of July of 2021. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. As always, God bless, and I'll see you next time.